Bismillah, Adaman, Adahim, La ilaha illallah, Muhammadur Rasulullah, Iyaka Nabadu, or Iyaka Nastin. I hope y'all enjoyed y'all's day. Make the best out of y'all. Whatever came y'all's way. I hope you learned something today. Hope you learn something every day. Alright. What you should know is who you are. That's supreme. To know yourself. Know who you are. Whose you are. That's even more supreme. To know that you belong to God, your Father, Allah, Abba, Jehovah Jireh, the Alpha, the Omega, the Lord of the heavens and the earth, the universe, and all who dwell in them. I am who I am. That is even more supreme, to know that, to know who you belong to. And it's also excellent to know who the enemy is. Alright? Because you must know how to identify who the enemy is. The Bible says, be alert and of sober mind, because your enemy, the devil, prowls around like a roaring lion. Alright? Seeking someone to devour. Do you know how to identify him? You must know how to identify him. Alright? If you know how to identify him, you're going to do good. If you know who you are, you're going to do better. If you know whose you are, you will do tremendous. Okay? Before I keep on talking, because I talk for 15, 20 minutes before I ever pick up a book. Maybe 20, 30 minutes, maybe an hour before I pick up a book. Or, you know what I mean? The Lord bless me with a speech. Let's dive into the book. The Honorable, the Message to the Black Man in America by the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Alright? Word. It's an excellent book. The dear apostle wrote this in 1965. Its applications and meanings is very beneficial to this day. Cut this heater thing off. Alright. We're going to dive on in. We almost done. I told y'all I'm going to try to give y'all what I got while I can. It takes a tremendous amount of energy. But energy is what I have. The Bible say even youths grow tired and weary. Even youths grow tired and weary. But those who trust in the Lord shall renew their strength. They're going to run and not faint. Unplug this little heater thing. Alright. I done warmed up a little bit. It's still a little cold. Answer to the critics is what the title says. Answer to the critics. You know, the critics got a lot of questions. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad gave them answers. What? My mission is to give life. The following is an excerpt from an interview granted to the National Educational Television Network. The series of interviews took place in Phoenix, Arizona, and were conducted over a period of several days by the staff of San Francisco station KQED. Question. They questioned the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Question. How would you describe your mission? Answer. My mission is to give life to the dead, as the Bible says. As for you, you are dead in your transgressions. But God made you alive with Christ Jesus and seated you in the heavenly realms. The people right now are mentally dead, physically dead. You ain't doing nothing with your life, are you? Nothing at all. Most of y'all just sit around all damn day, looking at a cell phone, or smoking, or drinking, or having sex all day, or making money all day. I mean, money and stuff cool. These things is cool, but they're not everything. Many of the people dead and doing nothing. You dead in the world. You think you're alive. As the rich man in the Bible, it's the parable of the rich fool. If you read the Bible, it's a parable of the rich fool. Dude said I got this and that or whatever. He said I'm gonna take life easy, sit back and chill. The Lord said, "You fool! This very night, your life gonna be required of it." Then who gonna get what you saved up for yourself? This how it's gonna be with everyone who is what is it? Luke 12. This is how it will be with whoever stores up things for themselves, but is not rich toward God. God will bless you and give you everything you ever want. Be rich towards Him. You can't outgive God. It's a woman. Y'all watch that TV show. Y'all might know her name. Her name Oprah. She always giving stuff out. She always giving stuff out. Y'all see the TV shows? Oprah always giving stuff out. Always giving stuff out. You hear me? I don't watch Oprah, but I know she always giving stuff out. She been doing this for years. Oprah like 50 or 60. She had a TV show for a long time. Since day one, she always giving out. Why do you think she always getting back? You can't outgive God. You can't outgive God. Even people who give generously, it always comes back to you, my boy. You can't outgive God. But people who do give and help out, you will see that always coming back in. It always come back in. It always channels itself back. Word. Y'all believe in the law of the universe, this and that. Word. That's real. But to make it even more deeper, word. As the Bible say, do as you want done to you. You know? But anyway, let me say this, because I told you I get talking. Before I even this and that. Let me step to this. My mission is to give life to the dead, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said. What I teach brings them out of death and into life. Out of the mentally dead. It brings them out of a mental death. Word. That's what the messenger do. If Jesus would have spoke to you, he said, if you know the truth will set you free. If Abraham, Isaac, or Jacob would have spoke to you, word, they got the words of God. You would have came up out of your mental death and came to life. But I love how the Honorable Elijah Muhammad speaks. Let me read his words and stop butting in. My mission is to give life to the dead. What I teach brings them out of death and into life. My mission as the messenger is to bring the truth to the world before the world is destroyed. There will be no other messenger. I am the last, and after me will come God Himself. I do not say I will live so long as that, but when God comes, if it pleases Him, I may be with Him. However, if I am not with Him, this is the final. The truth I bring will give you the knowledge of yourself and of God. Question. Earlier, the people asking, earlier, when we spoke of defections, you mentioned something about the fact that Jesus had similar defections. Would you explain? Answer. Yes, such defections are nothing. The public should not think it's strange this time in which we live. We have the actual Spirit of God moving among the people. Question. Well, now, if in time, sir, your grandson Sharif or your son Wallace or Malcolm ever express the desire to return to you again, would you accept them? Everybody knows that at one point in time, Malcolm X had a disagreement with the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Just like in the Bible, everybody knows that at one point in time, Paul and Barnabas went different ways, right? Everybody knows at one point in time that Peter denied Jesus. Everybody knows that at one point in time, the prodigal son left his father. Do I got to keep on going and keep on going? People fall out and have differences sometimes. Everybody knows David had a son named, what's his son's name? Start with an A. Abijah? Something like that. Word. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. This is before then. Yeah. On Adonijah. Word. Yeah, Adonijah was David's son. And dude was tripping. Word. But David still loved his son, though. You know, his son would have came back to his senses eventually. But this and that. But anyway, just read. They asked the question, well, now if in time, sir, your grandson, Sharif, or your son, Wallace, or Malcolm, ever expressed the desire to return to follow you again, would you accept them? The Honorable Elijah Muhammad had a son named Wallace who stared. When the Honorable Elijah Muhammad died, even before he died, his son Wallace disagreed with him. Wallace is named after Master Fraud Muhammad. W.D. Muhammad was the man who came over here from Mecca by himself and taught the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Honorable Elijah Muhammad had a son, and he named him Wallace F.D. Muhammad after Master Fraud Muhammad. But this Wallace Muhammad, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's son, disagreed with him. Wallace Muhammad and Minister Louis Farrakhan, they was really cool with each other. All right, but Wallace and Minister Farrakhan disagreed, but they still loved each other though. You hear me? But nevertheless, Wallace disagreed with his father. Minister Louis Farrakhan agreed with his spiritual father. Minister Louis Farrakhan still alive. I think Wallace, he died, I believe. But nevertheless, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad's son disagreed with his father. Malcolm X disagreed with his spiritual father at one point in time. And the people asking the question, if they ever came back to their senses, would you accept them? The answer, there is nothing unforgivable. The Holy Quran teaches you. The only thing that is unforgivable is this, that you will not accept Allah as God and not accept his messenger as his messenger. These two things are one. We say the belief in Allah is the belief in the messenger. And we say the belief in Allah is the belief in the messenger of the prophet of Allah. The belief in the messenger or the prophet of Allah is the belief in Allah. Word. If you disbelieve in one, you disbelieve in both. Absolutely correct. What you mean by that? Do the Bible say something like that? Yes. Show me a verse. Okay. Go to John. 1 John. The book before Revelation. 1 John chapter 4, verse 19. Brother John wrote, we love because he first loved us. Whoever claims to love God, yet hates a brother or a sister is a liar. For whoever does not love their brother and sister whom they have seen cannot love God, whom they have seen. And he has given us this command. Anyone who loves God must also love their brother and sister. It's impossible to say you love God but hate one of your fellow people. Impossible. One is the same as the other. Can you show me another verse? Easy. The two greatest commandments. Love the Lord your God with all your heart, mind, and soul, and love your neighbor as yourself. Jesus said the second commandment just like the first one. To love your neighbor as yourself is just like loving God your Father with all your heart, mind, and soul. He said the second just like the first one. One go with the other. And in fact, If you don't got the second one, if you don't love your neighbor as yourself, you don't love God. Because you see God in them. Now, if you hate your brother or your sister, it's not them you hate, but it's God himself who you hate now. Showing yourself to be a disbeliever in God. I don't give a damn what you're talking about. Give a damn about all the other crap. If you hate your brother or your sister, your mother, your father, your husband or your wife, your grandma, your granddad, if you hate them, you hate God. I mean, with a passion. I ain't talking about people annoying you. That's one thing. The Bible say be angry, but don't sin. Things that cause people to stumble, bound to happen. That's a whole different other thing when people test me. I get tested all the time. People try to tell me all the time. They do dumb crap all the time. I don't hate them. I don't like what they do. And I don't mind telling you, I don't like what the hell you're doing. You irritating the crap out of it. You're pissing me off. I damn near want to lay you out. Word. If I was a better man, if I was a worse man, I would. But nevertheless, I don't hate you. I can speak the truth and say you're getting on my damn nerves. You irritate the crap out of it. I don't want to be around you. You know what I mean? I don't hate you though. Deep down in my heart, the Lord sees what's in your heart. Have you ever had a friend and you and your friend got into an argument? You might have fell out with your friend, but you heard about somebody jumping your friend and you pulled up to go see your friend. The last word you said to him was, "I don't care about you, dog." But when it hit the fan, though, you was right there. Where I think Boosie said something like that in one of his songs. He said, "Shout out to Webby. We had the argument that day, but when I was in, he said, shout out to Webby. We had the argument that day, but I was in the hospital. He came to see me. Word, that's real. Word, Boosie said him and Webby fell out one day, but he ended up in the hospital, and Webby came to see him in the hospital. I thought you ain't like me, cuz, man. You talking about it? You know you my dog. Word, I think that song, yeah, I love my and all my love me. Yeah, I love my to return for life. Word, shout out to Boost. Anyway, anyone say they love God, you must love your brother or sister, your mother, your father. Not more than God, but you must love them. You ain't gotta like them. How can you love somebody and not like them? That's easy. That's easy. If you understand, God loves us, but you don't like the things that we do. Yes, no. That's easy. If you can understand that. Word. I can love it, but I don't like what you're doing. You could be irritating the crap out of it. You're always doing dumb crap. Every single day you're doing dumb crap. And I don't mind calling you out on it, but I don't hate you. I don't wake up going to sleep out. I can't stand them. Nah, that'll be something different. Then something will be wrong with me. You see? Big difference. But anyway, I love what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad said. Keep reading. If you believe in one, if you disbelieve in one, you disbelieve in both. You cannot believe in one and disbelieve in the other. This is the knowledge of the world. Oh, this is the knowledge the world has not realized. And this is what God wants the world to know. When God chooses his representative for the people, he speaks to the people through that representative. And if the people will accept that representative, we call them prophets, apostles, or messengers, then they are accepting Allah. Is there another example of that? Sure. In the book of Joshua, chapter 2, Rahab was saved. How? Because she submitted to God through who? The spies. She hid them and protected them. She had saving faith. Her faith was accompanied by deeds. When the spies came, she said, "We heard how God dried up the Red Sea for y'all, that y'all passed through on dry ground. When we heard of it, our hearts melted because of you." Rahab smartened up. She smartened up. She realized and submitted. She said, read the words, Rashad. Sure. Rahab chapter 2, verse 10. We heard how the Lord dried up the Red Sea. We heard faith come by what? From hearing, not by seeing. We heard how the Lord dried up the Red Sea. We heard how the Lord dried up the water of the Red Sea for you when you came out of Egypt, and what you did to Shion and Og, the two kings of the Ammonites of the east of Jordan, whom you completely destroyed. When we heard of it, our hearts melted in fear, and everyone's courage fell because of you. For the Lord, your God, is God in heaven above and on earth below. Now then, please swear to me by the Lord that you will show kindness to my family, because I have shown kindness to you. Give me a sure sign that you will spare the lives of my father, my mother, and my brothers and my sisters, and all who belong to them. El Shindam on the nine. Don't you want your people to be saved? What you waiting on? Why you ain't acting? You better do like Rahab did and submit to those, and submit to the one God's put in your life. The work of God is to believe in the one He sent to you. Jesus told the people, whoever God sent to you, believe in Him. Don't be a hypocrite. Got somebody you looking at. And that you will save us from death. Our lives for your lives, the man assured her. If you don't tell what we are really doing here, we will treat you kindly and faithfully when the Lord gives us the land. All right. So she let them down by a rope through the window, for her house she lived in was part of the city wall. She said to them, go to the hills, so the pursuers will not find you. Hide yourselves there for 3 days. Something special about the number 3. For 3 days, hide yourself till they return, and then go on your way. All right. It said, yeah, I like that. Rahab smartened up and submitted to the spies. And God spared her life. Read the story. Everything you need to know about the Lord will leave for you as an example in the Old Testament. There is nothing new under the sun. The Lord make His way so simple, little child can understand, man. A lot of y'all want to have a relationship with God. Look at the people He put in your life, because this is the access. There is somebody in your life. As Jesus said, no man can come to the Father except through me. There is somebody the Lord got in your life, allowing you access. The same exact way Lord Jesus spoke His word. It's the same exact thing. Rahab got access to God through the spies. What you think about that? Let it sink in. I ain't even got past the first page. Lord, it's all on track though. All right, it's all on track. Yeah, you cannot believe in one and disbelieve in the other. This is the knowledge the world. When God chooses His representative for the people, He speaks to the people through that representative, and if the people will accept that representative, we call them prophets, apostles, or messengers. Then they are accepting Allah, God, Jehovah Jireh, Jehovah Nissi, the great I am who I am, the Alpha, the Omega, the Lord of the heavens and the earth, the universe, and all who dwell in them. But if they reject Him and still say they believe in Allah, God the Father, they are considered enemies of Allah, God the Father, and disbelievers, because that is Allah and that representative. Y'all believe? Don't y'all? Man, just speak, Rashad. All right. Because that is Allah and that representative. And you cannot accept one without accepting the other. You have got to accept both. You cannot get the blessings of Allah if you reject His messenger. The very first person God put in my life was my great grandma. Word. To reject her, to overlook her, will be to overlook God. To mistreat her, to misuse her, will be to misuse God. You understand what I'm saying? Any one of y'all, some of y'all got people in y'all's lives now. Listen to what I'm saying. Some of y'all got brothers in y'all life. Ding, 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 ding. Y'all got brothers in y'all life. I guarantee you, stuff will come to a standstill. Tell me if I'm lying or not. How your life been since you got away from the Lord or the Lord's anointing? How your life been? Been in hell, ain't you? Been in hell, ain't you? I know it. But guess what? The Lord will leave a door for you to come back through. It's only one way. He make many ways for you. All the ways are the same in that one way. But if you reject God's messenger, reject God's prophet, reject his anointed one, yeah, listen, bro, how your walk been with the Lord? Are you flourishing? Are you doing more for the Lord than you're doing for the world? Answer those questions. Are you more caught up in the world? Trying to use God as a metaphor for doing something for the world? I know people at work talk about God at work for making money. Man, God don't give a damn about you working or about you being some boss, manager, whatever the hell, you know what I mean? God don't give a damn about that. If I was to be at work talking about using God to get people to work for me, that'd be a hypocritical ass line to use. The Lord don't give a damn about you working or doing none of this. None of these things. All right. He do care about you treating people right. This and that. That's a good point. People use God for money. You can do all things. The Lord will bless you. This and that. Sometimes you got to go through things. Sometimes you ain't always blessed to have money. Jesus ain't have $1 on him. Word. John the Baptist was in prison. Many of the people, they went through things at times. What are you talking about? Is God not God because they not got material things? What do you mean? You're delusional. But let me stick to this. Listen. Ding, 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 ding. If you go past a man or woman of God, truly, I ain't talking about one of these fake ass preachers, pastors. I ain't talking about one of them. You can go past them all you want to and show them up all you want to. That ain't gonna get you, that ain't gonna benefit you or harm you. What good do you get by correcting the fool with foolish thinking? Nothing. Who gives a damn? Let the blind lead the blind. Who give a damn? That don't benefit nothing. That's what the book say. The blind lead the blind. Who give a damn? That don't benefit nothing. That don't benefit nothing. Listen, if you go past a man or a woman of God, it's just like going past God himself. If you can look at me, overlook me, I'm telling you plain and clear as day. It's the exact same thing as overlooking God. People be saying dumb crap, common dumb crap, man. Y'all don't even know what y'all getting yourself into. Some of y'all play with fire. I guarantee that ass got burnt. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. And I don't need to know about it. A lot of stuff the Lord be doing, I don't know what the hell going on, but I know what's going on. Word. I do know that. Word. Tell you that. Word. Because the word say, I ain't got to see you going through what you're going through. I don't need to. You know what I mean? I don't want to see none of y'all go through nothing. You know what I mean? Don't nobody want to see nobody get the whoop. But I see people getting whooped. I don't wish bad on nobody. I'm just saying, y'all bring it on your damn selves. All right? Well, listen. My great grandma was the very first person the Lord put in my life. If I was to misuse her, mistreat her, abuse her, overlook her, not think she was a servant of the Lord, I'll be overlooking God himself. Yes, I never did that. That's me telling you, young man, young woman, older man, older woman. If God put somebody in your life who he used to shed light, don't overlook them. Go beyond them and get plugged into what they plugged into. Bro, my great grandma used to look at me and be like, Vontae, how you know what you know? I used to mess her up sometimes. I had many talks with my great grandma. I was there day and night. I had many talks with my great grandmother. Many talks. I ain't leaving, come. I had many talks. You hear me? She'd be like, Vontae, how you know what you know? Y'all see me teach y'all every damn day? Well, it's the Lord helping me. You know what I mean? But listen, every day. More, I used to read to my great grandma. I got some videos of me reading to my great grandma still. I got some videos on my phone of me reading to my great grandma. All right, I kept the footage. All right, listen. I ain't never get big head with her though and try to show her up. Nah, that would have been arrogant. But grandma used to look at me and be like, Martha, how you know what you know? She used to be like, you rooted. She said, you got that root. I thought she said, you got that gas once. I said, what? I said, huh? Then what? She said, you got that root. I said, huh? I thought she said you got that gas. I was like, what you talking about, girl? She said, you got that root. Word. She meant to say, you rooted in the Lord. That's what she was saying. Word. I damn sure am, babe. Believe that. Grounded in. But listen, to overlook her will be to overlook God. That was a true servant of God that he put in my life. Okay? He put in many people's lives. All right, listen. If you listen, many people messed up in the past. You might have messed up with a servant of God. Well, guess what? Ding, 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 ding. He put another one in your life. The Lord always merciful. He always merciful. Don't you read the Bible? Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Isaiah. The people didn't listen to Jeremiah. Oh, here come Ezekiel. The Lord always sending you another messenger. What you do with that is on you. Take it or leave it alone. But listen, yeah, take it or leave it alone. It's just like that, man. But I guarantee you, if any one of y'all ever been around me and learned a thing or two from me, if you stuck with me, I guarantee you your walk with the Lord went up. You learned something being around. I guarantee you the moment you this and that, how your walk been? Confusion, chaos, mind been this and that, body this and that, spiritually off, up at night, sleeping day, you don't know what the hell going on, do you? Why? You got away from God. I'm telling you, plain and clear as day, and the clearest English. If you can't understand that, damn it, take it or let it alone. But word. All right. And that's a little insight from this and that. When God chooses his representative for the people, he speaks to the people through that representative. And if the people will accept that representative, we call prophets, apostles, or messengers, then they are accepting God. But if they reject him and still say they believe in God, Allah, they are considered enemies of Allah, God the Father, and disbelievers, because that is Allah and that representative. And you cannot accept one without accepting the other. You have got to accept both. Word. It should be easy to accept both. In fact, it should be easy and clear as day. If it ain't easy and clear as day, the flesh is hostile against God. My goodness. Ain't that what the Bible say? I know it's confirmation when it's smack. The flesh is hostile against God. Where you see that at? Romans chapter 8. See how my mind quick? Romans chapter 8. Verse 5. Say, those who live according to the flesh have their minds set on what the flesh desires. The flesh counts for nothing. The spirit gives life. Those who live according to the flesh have their minds set on what the flesh desires. But those who live in accordance with the spirit have their minds set on what the spirit desires. The mind governed by the flesh is death, but the mind governed by the spirit is life and peace. The mind governed by the flesh is hostile to God. It does not submit to God's law, nor can it do so. Those who are in the realm of the flesh cannot please God at all. Take it or let it alone. I don't even argue with them because I know these things. I do not even argue with them because I knew these things in the beginning. Word. Nobody had word. I knew they would act like this. Some of them I was told about 34 years ago. But they did not know these things. I'm not excited as the public would be, or as the public would like to see. In some cases, if the son disbelieves in his father must be wrong. But that is not so when it comes to a messenger of God. If we say that is true, then it stands true. If we say that is true, then it stands true in the common life of the family. There are some children who never sincerely accept their father as they should. Word. There are some fathers who never accept their children as they should. Yes? No? Anyone of y'all got parents who don't really accept y'all? Anyone of y'all got children who don't really accept the parents? Word. So this is the nature of the human family of the earth. And when it comes to spiritual teachings, it is also the same. Not all of the family of a messenger are such as Noah and Lot. They do not always have true believers, but that did they do not always have true believers, but that did not distract one atom from his messengership. Amen. Jesus had brothers that didn't believe in him. What? Yeah. Read your Bible. It's right there. And y'all don't do much. Where is it? Let me see. John chapter 7, verse 4. No one who wants to become a public spectacle, public figure, acts in secret. Since you are doing these things, show yourself to the world. For even Jesus' own brothers did not believe in him. Jesus had real brothers from Mary. By Joseph. He had real brothers. The Bible says in John chapter 7, verse 5, for even Jesus' own brothers, his flesh and blood brothers, word, through Mary and Joseph, word, they didn't believe in him. Did that stop Jesus? That tell me in your face. Did that stop Jesus? Stop him. Nigga, I don't need y'all. I love y'all, but I don't need y'all. I don't need y'all belief in me. Nigga, I'm me. Nigga, I'm me. I don't need y'all to believe in me. Nigga, I'm me. That ain't gonna stop me. You know what I mean? What? Hit the Tony in your face. Somebody take a screenshot of that. Hit the Tony in your face, nigga. Word. I love y'all, but if you don't believe in me, hey. Nigga, I'm me. Y'all believe in me don't make me me. You understand that? What you say don't make me me. Word. Okay? I'm me. Alright. Anyway, I think that's funny. But I love what the Elijah Rhyme is saying. Just because the people don't believe or have true believers, that did not that did not detract one atom from his messengership or their messengership. You do not take advantage of that. You do not take advantage of that unless you get into war or trouble with God. You do not say, I do not believe in him because his own wife. Oh, you do not say, I do not believe in him because his own wife or his own son does not. Why should I follow him? You will be getting yourself in trouble because that is given. Because that is given. I do not care anything about those who fall away from me after I have pointed out the truth to them. And despite this, they get wrong and go away from that truth. All right. That's fire right there. Yeah, I like that. I am not responsible. I ain't know, been 41 minutes. I am not responsible for this. For whatever they say against me, it is against themselves. What they preach and tell people in order to get the people to disbelieve in me is much like Absalom. That's it. I was looking for the error. Everything you need is in the book. Where I was looking for it. Where I think I said Donijah. Where because he tried to make himself king too. That was one of David's sons. But the Lord made Solomon his son. The Lord made Solomon king though. But this dude right here though, David had a son named Absalom. Word. And Absalom did some wild stuff. Absalom took David's wives and everything. Word. Absalom was tripping. But David still loved his son though. You know what I mean? Absalom stole. Oh. Yeah, I don't care what they preach or tell the people in order to get the people to disbelieve in me is much like Absalom and his father David. Word. Absalom stole the affection of the people because he thought he looked better and younger than David. He thought, therefore, the people will follow, that he could steal the people over to himself and get rid of his father as king and be king himself. But he was not to be king. The man that was to be king had yet to be known. That was Solomon. These facts are all put there to deepen our knowledge, and time repeats these things over again and again. And so this is what we face today. I am not surprised the public is surprised. Some of them at the deviation of Malcolm or my son Wallace. I am not surprised. But they cannot yet say that I am not the messenger of Allah. There will be no Wallace if there was no Muhammad, Honorable Elijah Muhammad. There will be no Malcolm X if there was no Honorable Elijah Muhammad. There will be no Minister Louis Farrakhan if there was no Honorable Elijah Muhammad. There will be no Nuri Muhammad. Y'all know who Nuri N-U-R-I, Brother Nuri Muhammad is? I like that brother. There will be no Nuri Muhammad if there was no Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan teachers from the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. There will be no Rizza Islam. I like that brother. That brother Rizza. Yeah, brother Rizza on point. I like brother Rizza Islam. Check him out sometime. Rizza Islam. There will be no Rizza Islam if there was no Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan who got the teachers from the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, who got his teachers from the Honorable Master Fraud Muhammad, who came over here by himself. I'm not surprised. The public is surprised. Some of them at the deviation of Malcolm or my son Wallace. Malcolm X, when he was with the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, he was shaking the world. Shaking the world. What happened when Malcolm X got away from the Honorable Elijah Muhammad? Death came. Take it or leave it alone. But that is the truth. Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan stuck with Brother Malcolm, stuck with the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Even after death, where the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan at? He's still alive, baby. An old man, 90-something years old. This brother been all over the world, stood beside presidents, kings of Africa. Who y'all stand beside? He had Jesse Jackson come on a platform back in those times. When Jesse Jackson ran for president, at the Million Man March, it was Minister Louis Farrakhan who called the million people at the Million Man March that Jesse Jackson spoke at. Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan gave Jesse Jackson the permission to speak. Do your damn research, nigga. Do your research. It was a Million Man March that the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan called. This never happened in history. There has never been 1 million black people. Over 2 million came. There has never been over 1 million black people that come under the sound of a black man. Never in history. Never in history, bro. Has it ever happened? You hear me? The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan let Jesse Jackson speak when Jesse Jackson was running for president. Jesse Jackson, he renounced the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan at one point in time. And what happened? We don't talk about Jesse Jackson no more, dude. But Minister Louis Farrakhan talk all day, ain't it? His name still ring. What the Lord do lasts for a long, long time. What people do, they get away from the Lord, don't last at all. Nothing to talk about. Those who stick with God got a name, got a great name, like Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Remember, forever. Don't you want to be like that? You don't want to be like that? You just want to be here for today and go tomorrow and nobody never know who you is? Okay, if that's what you want, hey, you know, that's a, hey, okay. Okay. If that's what you want, that's what you can have. Yeah, I'm not surprised. But they cannot yet say, but they cannot say yet, but they cannot yet say that I am not the messenger of Allah. They cannot take that away from me. Question, Mr. Muhammad, would you make some statements about Dr. Martin Luther King and the civil rights movement? Answer, yes. I think Reverend King has been doing a good job. According to his knowledge, he has been trying to do his best to get our people some justice in the way of civil rights. I believe that he means well, and I believe he would have done better if he had known more about the time and the people and the history and what must be done in such times. He has the desire to see his people dealt with according to justice and not according to injustice. But he does not know that he is living in a time when justice is bound to come to his people. However, it is only through divine and not through civil government. And that goes for most of the groups who are trying to do something for the betterment of our people. Most of the leaders have good intentions, but they just don't have the right instruments to work with. And they do not know how to use the instruments since they were not appointed to do the job. But all of our people today have the desire to do something for themselves. And first of all, to see injustice removed from the whole. We have suffered injustice at the hands of the white people for 400 years. And today, some want to be called citizens of America. But all of this without the qualities that go along with freedom. We are today, I repeat, imbued with the spirit of justice for our people. And something must be done. This oppression cannot go on forever. What the civil rights movement is trying to do is just another effort to bring home to our people a better life. But this is the time when our people should and will get a better life on a permanent scale, not on a temporary scale. The political administration may change every 4 years. The Constitution gives to the people of America. And if we understand it well, it was not written with the so-called Negro in mind. Word. It was written for the white citizens of America and not the slaves. The slave is not mentioned there, and it was not in mind of these lawmakers that he should share equal justice with the master. No, he was considered to be the property of the master. Therefore, the servant or the slave cannot get justice, equal justice, with the master unless the master wants to give up his position as master. Anyone of y'all work? You see the boss? Is the boss just gonna give up his job? Anyone y'all work? Would you like to be the boss or be equal as the boss and get paid like the boss do? I damn sure would. What? I'm tired. I damn sure would. What you talking about? You know what I mean? He ain't just gonna get a job up, is he? I wish. What? He ain't gonna do that though. Go look at the supervisor of one of these people. You think it's gonna get a position up, or make you equal to them? Hell no. Why would they do that? If they good, they would. I ain't never seen that happen. You know, you work. That's funny. I like what the brother said. If the master gave up his position as master, the slave would soon become his equal, and the slave would probably vote for the country. Oh, and the slave would probably vote for equal justice, go to the White House, or become the ruler of the country. If the equal justice were obtained all the way through, as it should be, but the Constitution was written by white people, for white people, and not for you and me. We were under this. I bit my tongue. We were under the slave masters at that time. And again, I would like to make clear, I am not fighting those leaders who are trying to do something good for our people or get something better for them. But I do oppose them in their way of opposing that which is good and which would be just and permanent for our people. For we now have come to the time when we want justice and equality. We want freedom equal with other people. They have never made us citizens. They have never made us citizens. And under their law, we cannot be made citizens. We could never be citizens, as stated in their first slavery courts. Damn. If we want to go into the facts about it, we are not the equal of the American white man, nor are we citizens with him here. We are an alien country. Word. We are aliens and not citizens. You ever see like the brother Mexicans come over? Don't they call them aliens or something? Didn't Trump stop them from coming over here or something? He did something. They call them aliens. How's a man an alien? Don't they use that term? They aliens to the country or something. Think about that. Just think about what I just now said. How you call them aliens of the country or something? Well, who is y'all? Or y'all from Europe or something? Y'all from Britain? What you doing over here on this part? Word. That's funny too. You got jokes for sure? A few of Word. We are aliens and not citizens. And this is proof that we have to admit and not try to hide to make some black brother feel good. For y'all soft-hearted, weak people, this probably ain't for y'all. You know? But for y'all brothers and sisters who can understand what I'm saying, yo, grab this and hold on to this, because this is fact. A lot of soft-hearted, weak people, they don't really like talking the truth. I love Jesus a whole lot because he wasn't soft-hearted or weak. He told those Jews, man, y'all children of the devil. The hell was y'all talking about? Y'all ain't Abraham's children. You children of Satan. And you want to carry out your father's will, don't you? He was a liar and a murderer from the beginning. Damn hypocrites. Jesus on their ass. Word. Word. I love Jesus. He ain't no coward, nigga. Word. I ain't either. Word. I'll follow my Lord. Can't you see? When you soft, I mean, y'all niggas crazy. And this is proof that we have to admit and not try to hide to make some black brother feel good. I don't care how you feel. Word. Your feelings don't mean a damn thing to me. It's the truth that means a lot to me. You feel sad about it? Hey, get some tissue. You feel sad about it? Get some tissue. I wish I could hand to you through the TV. I mean, word. You got some at home? Go get some. Your eyes water. Wipe your eyes. That word. I wish you can receive it through the phone. Word, You know what I mean? I'm sorry. Well, no, I'm not. Alright. I don't care about what you feel or what you like. It's the truth that matters to me. To tell a black brother that he is a citizen and has equal rights is like telling a child to go to sleep on the 24th night of December. I don't know why I'm funny. Word. Word. To tell a black brother that he is a citizen and has equal rights is like telling a child to go to sleep on the 24th night of December. And on the next day. Yeah, word. And on the next morning, awaken and Santa Claus will have awaken and Santa Claus will have left a present in your stocking when that Santa Claus when that is Santa Claus talking. And the child, when he grows up, learns that, well, it is the same thing with us. We have had a lot of Santa Claus teaching. Oh man, that's fire right there. I got right there. That's fire. Oh man. Word. Word. Santa Claus teaching. I got right. That's the title. Santa Claus. Damn, that's fire. Santa Claus teaching. Page 310. That's another. I got it right down too. I'm gonna come back to it. But that's fire right there. Santa Claus teaching. Y'all believe that? Some fat white dude coming down your chimney. For all y'all who told that story, shame on you, flying for your kids. Told a little white lie. You don't tell no lie. A white lie, green lie. Why you call a little white lie? White lies. Why you call a little white lie? It ain't gonna hurt nobody. Nigga, yes it will. It'll hurt your damn man if you grow up into it. It's just a little white lie. Why is it a little white lie? A little white lie going to a big lie. And then you know there's a liar. Damn, I thought y'all said Santa Claus brought this. I seen the whole room with the president. Nigga, I seen y'all wrapping the gifts up. Talk about Santa Claus. What the hell? Man, y'all can't even the truth, can you? Santa, tell your kids you the one doing this. So they can have some appreciation for you. And not give Gloriana credit to some white dude who coming down the chimney. That story don't even seem right to me anyway. Why some white dude coming down your damn chimney, breaking in? I catch this mother coming down my chimney, I'm gonna pop his ass. Boy, catch you coming in my chimney, coming through the window, anything. Well, I'm gonna send a nice 30 at you, nigga. Come in my chimney, word, y'all crazy as hell. Word, word, come in my chimney, come in my door. Yeah, talking about some Santa Claus. Yeah. Santa what? Yeah, I'm gonna show Santa's ass. I got a few slides for this nigga. You know what I mean? Crazy as hell. Sneaking in the chimney with a damn bag. Nigga, what you got going on? What the hell? Whoever made that idea up, y'all crazy. Santa sneaking down the damn chimney with a bag full of stuff. Going in your refrigerator eating your stuff. I'll pop his ass. Catch you in my crib. You tripping, man. Everything. Man, you tripping. Straight up. You tripping. Some of y'all probably sit down. I got some cookies for you, Sam. Or whatever. Y'all crazy as hell. Like taking candy from a baby, nigga. Y'all niggas wild. Yeah, that's Santa Claus teaching. We have had a lot of Santa Claus teaching. And now we are teaching, and now we are growing up. And now we are growing up because we know that a lot of these Santa Claus teachings were nothing but a lot of pacifiers. We are no longer satisfied to be pacified. We want something permanent. Question. Mr. Muhammad, even though the economic plan was only introduced in August of this year, 1964, what has been the response? Answer. We are really surprised at the response we have received. In fact, it is increasing daily. And we have to set up more secretaries to take care of the donations that are coming. Question. Is this coming from all over the country? Why are you worried about who helping, who donating? What they got to do a damn thing? What they got to do a damn thing with anything? You worried about who helping me? You see all these questions these dumb people asking? I be seeing a lot of dumb questions all the time. I can only imagine getting on a bigger platform. And more and more people get, bro. Yeah, now I don't even pay attention to a lot of stuff. Where I be seeing all type of crap. People this and that, man. It gets to the point where you don't even see it really. Sometimes it's a time to answer some questions. I love the fact he wrote it down. You can go back and reread. You know, man, keep on answering. Y'all left it in the book. Most of the questions y'all got, somebody already didn't answer me one time. So go read in the book. I'll leave it right there for you. Keep on answering, y'all. I'd have been snapping. Why y'all worried about this? Question: is this coming from all over the country? The people who helping you? Answer: yes, sir. Yes, sir. From everywhere. For 3 years. We want to see what we can do. We are going to put the donations in banks that have already been established. We are not going to build one until we have need to do so. By the end of 3 years, we can tell what we can do. It costs perhaps $1 million or more to set up a bank. And the government has much to say about how this is done. Those who understand banking systems will be called in by us to help us set up such a system for our people. Word. Question. Are any of your aims perhaps similar to the middle class aims of acquisition of properties and material goods? Do you think the objectives of this plan are similar to those of the white middle class? Answer. What are white middle class aims? Will you tell me that? Question. Ordinarily, I would say it is the acquisition of property, of material things. Now, do you think in the savings plan idea, there will be a number of Negroes who will submit monies to save for those particular white middle class ideas, which seem to be unimportant at the moment? Answer. Well, the purpose of the economic plan is to fight poverty and want. As I have said, this includes material things. We need better housing, for instance. We also need farms to grow our food. Question. Do you think Johnson's war on poverty bill will be any assistance at this time? Answer. I do not know the details of his plans, but I would say this. As a subject people who have already given all they had for the independence of the white man, whoever is president should do something to aid the so-called Negro of America, to protect him from brutal treatments, from poverty, and from want. America is able to feed Europe and part of Africa, and is able to finance them. Yet, the poor slave who helped her build up her country and establish her banks that are bursting with money, he has nothing to say about this. She should do more to aid her so-called Negroes in the way of putting him out for self. She should make him independent and not dependent. She should put a stop to police brutality, which is absolutely condoned by the government. The police are free to beat up and kill us at will, and they are not punished for this. This should be done by whoever is in the White House as the ruler for the next 4 years. They should stop injustice. The time is now when a stop will be put to end. The time is now when a stop will be put to it if America herself does not cease mistreating the so-called Negroes. The Negro is going to get his freedom. The Negro is going to get his freedom because he is not the forsaken race he was a few years ago. There are definite divine plans being made to help him. He will be divinely helped from now on. The government can help the so-called Negro in many ways. I do not say the government should take us and set us down and make us lazy so we will not want to work for ourselves. I do not condone that sort of thing. No, help us to get a chance of doing something for ourselves. We are no more a people who can be classified as a necessary people for use only as servants. We are too many. We are 22 million people. No nation needs that many just for servants. I was born in the South. I married and went to Detroit with my 2 children in 1923. I know the South and the 7 white people. They are actually a people who envy any success that comes to the so-called Negro. And anyway, if you own a little more than the white man there, why, he's against you. He may even kill you. He may bomb you or destroy your property. He just doesn't like the fact of you having something. Word. He doesn't just like the fact of your having anything. Whether in court, in justice, or in any way. This is naturally in their blood. They want the black man to have nothing but hell. Excuse the expression. That's all they desire. That's all they desire, and they are tickled to death to see you in a hell of a condition. They are angry. I know an hour went by. Okay. They are angry. I take it to 312. They are angry when they see you trying to live prosperously. They will make trouble with you if they think you are trying to be at peace always. Like to make trouble, don't you? Or ha 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 ha. Or anyway, question. I think that's one. What? Is that only the white man in the South? No. He's up here in the North too. But he is not as numerous in the North as he is in the South. This is almost dominant in the South. The North has a fair share of evil. That's why the Negroes cannot get any place, because he is in a race of people whom they do not intend to ever see prosper too much. So therefore, we should look forward and try to get the government to agree to let us go somewhere by ourselves and build a nation of our own, and on some of this land that we help get. When we were brought here as slaves, they didn't have 50 states, but now they have 50 states, and they have offered the so-called Negro, whose numbers in the millions, not the tiniest state in the Union. Nor have they offered to give him anything like revenue coming from countries they have conquered. We helped them to conquer the Philippines. We helped them conquer Japan. All right? What have we gotten from this? What commerce have we gotten from this? We got none. As revenue for our deaths, only they gave us death. When we return back home, where if we were given any credit for it back, we would feel that we did something good, perhaps for the people, but we were hated when we got home. We were cast out and shot down on the streets and highways just for the fun of it. They were innocent people. They would kick a black man and push him around and try to force him to say something that they could claim as a reason why he was killed. You're looking for a reason, ain't you? I ain't gonna give you one. They killed Jesus for no reason. If you're gonna do something, find something, it's gonna be for no reason. You're gonna be hated, it's gonna be for no reason. It's gonna be for no reason. Besides truth. If the truth a reason, hey, if the spade fit, I mean, you ain't worth nothing. I ain't saying you ain't worth nothing. But if in words something be said that like you ain't worth nothing, if that's the truth that you need, hey, you know, at least it's the truth, you know. But far as that, they try to force people to say something and get them out of character. I think that's pretty. That's what Hugh Hefner say. I think that's tasteless. I think that's tasteless. Alright, I got that from a Fresh Prince episode when Hillary went to do like it was an episode she did with Hugh Hefner's son. Hillary Banks. That junk was bad. Hillary snuck out in Hillary snuck out. I'll never forget that show. Hillary's bad. I was a young dude. Yeah, Hillary Banks was bad. Word. From the Will Smith show. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air or something. Yeah, Hillary snuck out. I think Uncle Phil ain't want her to go to do the show or something. But she had she was pretty dressed up. It's not all that one. But Hugh Hefner said, I think that's tasteless. It was something that he was talking about, not Hillary, but this and that. You know what I mean? I think the efforts that y'all be doing to try to get a bro thrown off is tasteless. It's tasteless. You know what I mean? Every time I'm just gonna say that's tasteless. It ain't no flavor in it. I think that's what he's saying. I like that. You know what I mean? All that hating stuff and bull crap, this and that, the envy and jealousy. I think that's tasteless. Okay? Just tasteless. Or therefore, the people just don't want you. And why should we say today, after 400 years, let's try to plan to live with the white American people and get along with them in peace, when we have never been able to live with them in peace for 400 years? Word. Word. I'm gonna stop there. I gave y'all an hour and 15. I don't do this for that. This ain't that. This ain't that, and that ain't this. Peace.